Behold the mysterious realm of Darkshore, valiant wanderers, as you venture into its historic forests and moonlit shores. Join me, the master of Darkshore's lore, and wander through this ethereal land, where ancient ruins and luminescent flora merge in harmonious beauty. Allow the whispers of the night to guide us, as we uncover the tales of the Night Elves, the lingering echoes of past conflicts, and the ever-present call of the sea. In ages past, Darkshore stood as a flourishing realm within the Grand Kaldorei Empire, its name derived from the odd mist that often shrouds its surroundings. The heart of this land was once graced by the twin cities of Bashal'Aran and Ameth'Aran, presided over by the loyal, high-born Night Elf ruler Athricus Narasin. The tumultuous events of the War of the Ancients cast their shadow upon these cities, reducing them to ruins. Darkshore's hardship was far from over, for the passages of history recount a tragedy that reshaped its fate once again. The catastrophic event known as the Great Sundering tore the coastline apart, plunging the region into chaos. Amidst this upheaval, the port village of Auberdine succumbed to the unforgiving forces of nature, disappearing into the abyss. Following the sundering, a portion of the Night Elves retreated to the northern reaches of Darkshore, seeking refuge. The Night Elves' migration shifted their focus from Darkshore to the safety of Mount Hyjal and the Moonglade. Yet, a determined few returned to the cold and desolate shores, where they concentrated their efforts on rebuilding the village of Auberdine. From this outpost, they sought to reclaim their coastal heritage, navigating the stormy waters and shattered ruins. New structures began to rise from the ashes, their tireless purpose unaltered. Yet the scars of the past endure, as weather and time continue to erode the once stalwart edifices. Beyond Auberdine's protective grasp, the remnants of Darkshore's civilization remain under constant threat from intruding murlocs and mystic Naga who seek to claim the forsaken ruins as their own. The aftermath of the Third War ushered in a new chapter for Darkshore, as Fandral Staghelm ascended to leadership within the Cenarian Circle. Guiding a group of druids to this mist-laden realm, he sought to reclaim the land for nature's embrace. Among the outcomes of their efforts was the planting of a new world tree, the majestic Teldrassil, an emblem of hope and vitality in these unforgiving surroundings. Today, Darkshore remains a land of riddles. Its history echoes with tales of ambition, manipulation, and the enduring connection between nature and the Night Elven race. They are now carving a fresh trail through the fragments of their history, their efforts dedicated to breathing life back into the former splendor of this coastal realm, rekindling its link to the Night Elven spirit. So come, let us offer a glimpse into the unique landscape that defines this ageless realm as we set forth on a voyage through these hazy woods. In the northwestern reaches of Kalimdor lies a place of mysterious beauty and hidden perils known as Darkshore. This coastal expanse stretches along the veiled sea, its shadowed woods and rocky beaches shrouded in mystery and ancient history. The Night Elves of Teldrassil have claimed this land, considering it an integral part of their new kingdom, and their vigilant sentinels patrol the path that winds from the bustling port of Auberdine southward toward Ashenvale. Darkshore's inhospitable demeanor is painted by relentless rains, howling winds, and rugged shores that challenge even the most daring travelers. Among the rocky cliffs, remnants of the once majestic Night Elf civilization now crumble, bearing witness to the passage of time. Within the somber woods, lurking creatures such as Moonkin, Satyr, and Grell add to the air of unease. Darkshore remains the only Alliance-controlled domain on the mainland of Kalimdor. In the midst of this untamed wilderness, the village of Auberdine stands as a welcoming beacon, offering a haven for weary travelers to rest and trade amidst the ongoing struggle between the natural world and encroaching darkness. It is even rumored that in the desolate northern reaches of Darkshore, a hidden tribe of trolls thrives, sheltered by imposing mountains. These secluded trolls guard ancient traditions and mystical rites, their stories murmured on the winds that sweep through their isolated domain. Yet, danger taints the tranquility of Darkshore. The grassy hills are prowled by aggressive wildlife, while the ruined Night Elf cities are infested with naga and haunting spirits. Along the road, ambushes by cultists from the Dark Strand and Twilight's Hammer keep travelers on edge. The waters themselves hold treacherous secrets, with bloodthirsty frenzies, massive threshodons, and hostile murlocs patrolling beneath the waves. Embraced by protective mountains to the east, Darkshore is fortunate to remain somewhat shielded from the fell taint of nearby Fellwood. Nonetheless, the influence of Fellwood's corruption seeps into Darkshore through the rivers that flow from its corrupted sources, staining the land with a grey pallor and infusing the wildlife with a savage rage. Inhabitants of Darkshore subsist on the bounties of the sea and trade, as the harsh environment limits agricultural possibilities. Near the port town of Auberdine, furbogs inhabit ancient caves, their once friendly disposition tarnished by years of solitude among the ruins. Between the forest and the shore lies a dense evergreen woods, a testament to nature's resilient spirit. As the landscape stretches southward, the forest thickens, and the mountains gradually give way to the untamed wilderness of Ashenvale. In the heart of Darkshore, a delicate dance between beauty and danger persists, and the stories of ancient ruins, vigilant sentinels, and a land caught in a struggle for survival continue to unfold. From the cradle of the Night Elven realm, young and ambitious adventurers eagerly set foot in the coastal town of Auberdine, the gateway to the mysteries of Darkshore. They have journeyed from the distant Teldrassil, crossing the vast veiled sea. As the boat gently docked in the bustling harbour, the adventurers could feel the weight of their exploration yet to start, hanging in the damp air, the storm clouds ever present above. The village, situated between the rolling hills and lush pine forests, unveils its Night Elven charm. Low-slung wooden buildings with arched entrances adorn the streets, illuminated by the soft glow of lamps that guides the paths. The town exudes an air of both commerce and camaraderie, attracting a diverse blend of inhabitants from distant lands. Humans, dwarves, and even gnomes mingle with the Night Elves, all seeking the treasures hidden within Darkshore's forests. The town's leader, Thunderous Windweaver, and the Auberdine Village Council direct the town's affairs, calling upon adventurers to aid them in various tasks. Sentinel Glinda Nalshay and her sentinel brethren are the guardians of this place, protecting the town from the ever-present dangers lurking on the coast. Murlocs, a constant menace to the local fishing boats, provide both a challenge and an opportunity as their scales are sought after and crafted into armor. Auberdine's resilience shines through the harsh landscape surrounding it. With its connection to the veiled sea, it remains a beacon of hope and adventure, a place where dreams take root and laughter echoes through the stormy nights. As we are about to set off from Auberdine, Thunderous Windweaver beckons the adventurers closer and shares troubling tales of a mysterious blue aura surrounding a shrine in the ruins of Bashal'Aran. The once hallowed site is now infested with demons, and Thunderous seeks the aid of capable explorers. Leaving the harbour of Auberdine behind, our adventurers set forth on a new leg of their journey that leads them to these Night Elven ruins. As the explorers venture onto these ancient ruin grounds, an inexplicable bond with the past and the very essence of this place envelops their senses. It's as though the stones beneath their feet resonate with the footsteps of those who walked here centuries ago, and a tale spanning millennia unfolds. Within these ruins, we encounter Ameth'Aran, a spectral figure bound to the shrine's ancient moonstone seal. As the adventurers approach the Night Elf, he beckons them closer with an ethereal hand, his eyes heavy with the sorrow of millennia past. With a voice as soft as the whispering winds, he invites the brave souls nearer and begins to weave a tale that spans the ages, a story older than memory itself. Once, this ancient town was a magnificent beacon in Queen Azshara's favor, much like Ameth'Aran, situated somewhat more south. The queen entrusted the governance of these twin cities to Athricus Narasin, a mage of profound magical prowess, and his faithful second, Asterion, a mage renowned for his mastery over both the arcane and the physical arts. But the fates of these twin cities took a dark turn when the Well of Eternity was shattered during the Great Sundering. In the aftermath, Athricus, utilizing his formidable magical abilities, imprisoned Asterion within the ruins of Bashal'Aran for reasons shrouded in mystery. Even in death, Asterion's spectral form found no reprieve from his eternal captivity. Fast forward millennia, back to our time. Nature has begun to reclaim this ancient place, intertwining with the ruins in a delicate dance of life and decay. Bashal'Aran has become infested with sinister denizens, grells and satyrs feeding off the lingering magical energies. They have grown in power, nourished by the arcane remnants scattered amid the ruins, yet none dare approach the shrine where Asterion remains imprisoned. Asterion implores the adventurers to assist in breaking the seal's curse. To do this, they must collect the moonstone seal from the satyrs that inhabit the ruins nearby. With resolve in their hearts, they set out on the perilous hunt, vanquishing satyr after satyr until the one clutching the coveted seal unveiled itself. Returning victorious to the imprisoned Night Elf, he's filled with gratitude, for the seal's collection is the first step towards his liberation. He urges the explorers to journey south to Ameth'Aran, where an ancient green flame capable of eradicating the moonstone seal awaits. The journey is treacherous, as they must confront the lingering spirits of the highborn throughout the ruins. Asterion's guidance is followed, the moonstone seal is obliterated, and the group of heroes make their way back to the shrine, where the Night Elf finally experiences the freedom he had longed for, having been imprisoned there since before the Great Sundering. With a somber tone, Asterion confides, "Our journey is not yet complete. There is one more task, one more chapter to this ancient tale. Northward, beyond these ruins, lies the lair of an old friend who shares a dark history with me. I can feel the presence of my jailer, my former master, Athricus, lingering within the tower of Althalaxx." Asterion extends a transparent hand towards the northern horizon, beckoning us to follow the paths of the forest. The adventurers remember the call for aid of Sentinel Elissa Starbreeze in Auberdine. She is concerned about her missing agent, a night elf whom she dispatched to investigate the tower. With worry etched across her face, she implores the adventurers to venture northward and check on the missing agent's well-being. It's clear something has gone awry. The mysterious tower of Althalaxx looms ominously among the trees. As the brave souls draw nearer to the tower, it becomes unmistakably evident that a malevolent presence lurks within, a group of warlocks known as the Cult of the Dark Strand. Their intentions remain shrouded in darkness, but their presence poses an undeniable threat. To the west of the tower, the group locates the missing agent who has been vigilantly monitoring the tower and suspects the presence of greater forces at work. He implores the adventurers to enter the tower, but advises them to exercise caution due to the many formidable adversaries awaiting inside. Balthul's warning rings true as the party of explorers ascends the tower, facing a legion of warlocks. After a long and perilous mission, the adventurers confront the mage Athricus himself. The actions of the group have garnered the attention of the enemy, and it's evident that the final confrontation is imminent. The battle is fierce, and the odds are stacked against the heroes, but they emerge victorious, clutching the severed head of the age-old mage. Returning to the Night Elven agent, he instructs the heroes to relay the news to Auberdine. Athricus Narasin is dead, and the cult of the Dark Strand lies in tatters. Leaving behind the ominous tower of Althalaxx, The adventurers carry with them the echoes of their heroic deeds and the knowledge that they've thwarted the intentions of the sinister cult of the Dark Strand. As the explorers navigate the dense forest, its towering trees cast long shadows that seem to whisper secrets of ages past. The path ahead is shrouded in an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant cry of a woodland creature. Our group of adventurers find themselves yearning for respite. Their limbs ache from the battles fought, and their spirits thirst for solace. As they tread through the whispering foliage, the soothing sounds of flowing water begin to serenade their senses. The scent of the forest becomes invigorating, and a gentle breeze carries the promise of renewal. Finally, they step into the clearing, and their weary eyes meet the serene sight of the Cliffspring Falls and its river. The tranquil waters glisten under the trees, and for a fleeting moment, the world stands still. Yet their relief is short-lived, for as they kneel to quench their thirst, a sense of danger washes over them. The water tastes bitter and acrid on their lips. Uneasy glances are exchanged among the adventurers as they collectively realize the grim truth. Cliffspring River, the lifeblood of Darkshore's water supply, has been poisoned. Not for long, the heroes encounter ailing deer and other local wildlife that have fallen ill after drinking from the spring's waters. Rumors suggest that it is the work of the storm-scale Naga, a sinister presence that has entrenched itself within the Cliffspring Falls caverns. Others claim that the corruption is seeping from the nearby fellwood, tainting everything in its path. Despite their best efforts, the adventurers found themselves no closer to unraveling the mystery behind the tainted waters of Cliffspring River and Falls. Their questions remained unanswered, leaving them to wonder about the forces at play in this part of the forest. Traveling due south from the Cliffspring River and its falls, the adventurer's path intersects with that of the Moonkin, mysterious creatures native to the northern reaches of Kalimdor. As the explorers come closer to these beings, it becomes evident that there is more to the Moonkin than meets the eye. Sometimes referred to as owl bears, they are believed to be blessed by Elune, spreading nature's grace wherever they venture. Towering in stature, these beings possess the imposing size of upright standing bears, but are adorned with bird-like attributes, including beaks, feathers, and flightless wings. Continuing their journey southward, the heroes can't help but ponder the mysteries these creatures hold. Soon, they will arrive at Remtravel's excavation site, where new riddles await them, entwined with the distant past of these very woods. In the southern parts of Darkshore, the eager group of travelers encounter a remarkable tale tied to the renowned archaeologist, prospector Remtravel. As the adventurers approach, they find Remtravel blissfully unaware of the nearby dangers, a legion of gravel flint trogs and imposing golems unearthed from the dig site. The dwarf, known for his absent-minded ways, has stumbled upon a most extraordinary fossil with mystic properties, but has, in classic fashion, forgotten where he hid it within his newly uncovered excavation site. It's a comical scene, as Remtravel struggles to locate even his own stone brush amidst the chaos. With the threat of monsters looming, the adventurers take charge, becoming Remtravel's steadfast guardian. The group watches in amusement and exasperation as the prospector rummages through tents and checks beneath stacks of dusty journals. He even peers under an ancient mossy stone, hoping to stumble upon the elusive fossil. Meanwhile, the fearless explorers engage in combat, warding off a stream of foes drawn to the quarry's investigation. Finally, Remtravel remembers that he didn't leave the relic in the quarry at all, but already gave the item to archaeologist Holly to take with her to Auberdine. The group, still brushing off the dust from their hard-fought battles, erupts in laughter. The dwarven archaeologist, seemingly unaware of their amusement, simply returns to his excavation work in the site, mumbling incoherently. The time has come to leave the dwarf to his discoveries and continue our journey. Nestled in the twilight vale by the Wildbend River lies a sacred ruin known as the Grove of the Ancients. It's a place of tranquility, guarded by Onu, a wise and patient ancient of lore. This age-old sanctuary, where the Circle of Ancients convenes, has recently been plagued by an unsettling presence, the Twilight's Hammer cult. The old druid has a pressing matter to discuss, and he hands the explorers a file of scrying, urging them to investigate the Master's Glaive to the south. Onu believes that the Twilight's Hammer's interest in this place is tied to the remnants of an old power, and whispers tales of an old lord of the earth who met his doom here. He instructs the brave travelers to use the file to create a scrying bowl and report their findings. As they set off on their task at hand, they delve into the Twilight's Hammer camp at the Master's Glaive. There, a colossal adamantine blade stands embedded in the skull of Soggoth the Slitherer, a grim herald of the old gods. In the forgotten pages of history, an epic battle played out at this very site. Soggoth, with his eldritch tendrils, clashed with no fewer than 20 stone giants sent by the Titans themselves. During the chaos, only the mightiest giant, Kron, survived. With valor in his heart, Kron allowed himself to be ensnared by Soggoth's malicious grip, a daring maneuver that brought him close enough to seize Soggoth's colossal sword. Thus, the Master's Glaive was born, where Kron embedded the weapon into the giant skull of the old god after a titanic battle. The sanctity of this once holy Night Elven location now teeters on the precipice of desecration. The Twilight's Hammer has long laid claim to this sacred ground, commencing an unholy excavation of Soggoth's remains. Their sinister machinations aim to breathe life back into this fallen behemoth, and in their shadowy depths, the fate of Darkshore hangs in the balance, awaiting the courage of those who dare confront the darkness. With determination in their eyes, the group of explorers descends into the ominous depths, eager to unveil the mysteries that shroud the Master's Glaive. Among the tomes and relics, they stumble upon an ancient book filled with cryptic hand-printed texts and masterful illustrations. The group reaches a unanimous consensus. This tome is undoubtedly the key to deciphering the intentions of the cult. Upon returning to Onu with the recovered texts, the adventurers sense the primal chaotic magic that surrounds the parchment. Onu too recognizes the unmistakable mark of the Old Ones. Together, they hope that these scribbles will reveal the Twilight's Hammer's true purpose in Darkshore, as the sanctuary of the Grove of the Ancients now becomes the epicenter of a long-lasting conflict against the forces of darkness. As our travels through Darkshore nears its conclusion, we are drawn to a secluded corner of these lands. The paths before us wind through the ancient, shadowed woods to a place where the dense canopy of trees seems to embrace the land in an eternal twilight. Before us lies the last destination within this mystical forest, the Blackwood Den, a sanctuary of the reclusive furbogs. Here, the furbogs make their home, their eyes filled with both curiosity and suspicion as they watch the newcomers approach. It is in this forgotten corner of Darkshore a lone night elf named Volkor awaits rescue. His tale began with a chance encounter with the Blackwood furbogs who had left him gravely wounded and stranded. With no one to turn to, Volkor sent his loyal bear companion Grimclaw on a dangerous journey to seek aid from Terenthis, a trusted friend. Grimclaw became the pivotal link in unfolding his predicament. With a simple wave and an unspoken understanding, the adventurers communicated with Grimclaw, who in turn revealed the path leading to Volkor's location within the cave. Upon successfully evading the clutches of the furbogs, Volkor and the adventurers emerged from underground, their escape shrouded in secrecy. Volkor turned to his rescuers with gratitude in his eyes. After a heartfelt thanks, he bids them farewell and sets off for Auberdine, eager to be reunited with his loyal bear, Grimclaw. Continuing their journey through the enchanting yet mysterious lands of Darkshore, the party of explorers eventually find themselves at the very edge of this ancient forest. The dense canopy begins to thin, and the twilight that had enveloped them slowly gives way to the dappled sunlight of a new realm. As they prepare to depart from Darkshore, they can't help but wonder what new adventures and challenges await them as they step into the vast and contested realm of Ashenvale. Now that the sun dips below the horizon, our journey through the realm of Darkshore comes to a close. With me, your loyal lawmaster, as your guide, we uncovered the remnants of a once thriving Kaldorei empire. The resilient Night Elves of Auberdine persevered, determined to reclaim their homeland. Our path was fraught with peril, but the stories we unraveled, the friendships forged, and the mysteries unveiled in Darkshore will forever be etched in our hearts. Until our next adventure, dear wanderers of Azeroth,